I think you and I can agree that it's a mutual feel and it's an exciting feel every time you open your YouTube and then you come to that Naija Football Talks page, that you're going to get freshly made conversations like never before. And it gives us great delight because we see the numbers are getting better, and that's because you guys have been the one to feel this particular show, and we thank you. We're in dire thanks to you guys for being a huge follower. Welcome. My name is Babajide Guerrero. It's fine to say we are live. Yes, we are live indeed on another edition of Naija Football Talks. Let's get cracking, guys. I got Uche with me. Uche, how you doing, my guy? Good to see you.
I'm good. It's good to see you. This is the voice of Uche. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to be here. And of course, well, I have no choice but to introduce him again because the truth is, I introduce him or not, you guys know that his club are currently topping the table and then they are everywhere in our faces. Bolu, my man, it's good to see you, my man.
Yeah, same here.
Always a pleasure. Yeah. Let's just get right into it. Let's talk about FPL, guys. Have you joined the NFT FPL? Did you join from the start of the season? I think I'm one of the people topping that, list. I'm laughing even in my mind because it's a lie. I'm number 45. We're kind of too much on that particular list, but it's fine. It's all fun. Let's talk about some FPL now. It's another goalless, impactless week for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. What's going on? Is it a system, Bolu?
This is an issue we've addressed over and over for quite a long time now. I think Arsenal have their creativity issues, we can say. And, I really don't know what's wrong with Aubameyang. He started the season decently. He scored some goals after Arsenal's poor run of form. And now it seems to have gone back to his old ways. He missed an absolute sitter against Newcastle, which was quite unbelievable. It was much more difficult to miss that chance than to than to score it. But I mean, it is what it is. He would probably get out of his issues, and my bet with Colade still stands that Lukaku is going to outscore Aubameyang this season. So the race is on. Lukaku is back.
And guess what? Lukaku has been out for like 6-7 weeks, and he's back right now to fitness. Aubameyang still just couldn't manage any goal in that period, and you can sense the level of animosity. Volu does not like Arsenal. They say we hope they come back to where they are. But speaking of hope, Uche, Jürgen Klopp is that man that's galvanized his Liverpool squad over the years. 700 goals they've scored under him. It's almost unbelievable. And remember, there was a time he was complaining that a lot of his players were injured. Is it justified now? Those players are back and they are picking fast.
Yeah, it's justified. You look at the Liverpool team, you look at Jürgen Klopp, you look at the way he sets that team. When you remove some players from that team, then you know Jürgen Klopp cannot get that team to do what he wants to do. When you don't have the best defenders at that time, Virgil van Dijk, you have Trent Alexander-Arnold, you have Robertson, you have Salah, Mane. This player, Van Dijk was out of the season. Arnold was picking injury, going weeks in, weeks out. Robertson was picking injury. Jota, that was like the super buy. It comes off the bench, it does his thing and everything. It went on like 4 weeks injury. So you don't expect that Liverpool team to do well that season. So I was expecting, the full team comes back, then this season Liverpool gets that result, like be one of the top contenders, like the way we saw them when they won the league, stuff like that. And it's happening because if you look at this Liverpool team, in as much we've not seen that Van Dijk that we used to know, but we still see that quality, we still see that Jürgen Klopp impact, we see that impact, we see the way the team moves. We know there's this synergy when all of them play together and they find a way to get that result, and especially when they're playing at Anfield, they have the fans who's like the 12th man in the pitch. So I think it's justified because a team that he has built over years, he has mastered every player. He knows, this is what you can do, this is what you're bringing to the table. When they are out, then you know everything. He tries to like bring in players. Milner is like one of the important player, but he's old. He cannot get to do what Arnold is doing, what Robertson is doing, or even in the middle of the park. So I think it's justifiable.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jürgen Klopp, I have a team that has scored more than 700 goals. That's a lot of goals, regardless of how you want to treat it. Liverpool fan or Chelsea fan or Bolu or whatever. Yeah, bottom line is that it's a good thing, to enjoy. And yes, it is indeed a good thing to have you join us again on Naija Football Talk. Again, we cannot but thank you. Every time we look at them, we know that you guys are there watching, and that's why we're here busting our socks off to make sure that we bring to you the very best of football, gist, conversation, and talk.
Looking for the best websites for your next game day stake? Topbets.com.ng has the juice on all of Nigeria's best gaming websites from Nigeria's biggest gaming companies. Compare the odds and markets and make the best choice for you before you make your next stake. Check out game day reviews, previews, top tips, and predictions to help you make the best choice.
All right, there you have it. Great conversation so far with the guys, and of course, a great feel having you join us. And special thanks as well to our sponsors, Top Bet. This is the second half of the conversation that we all agree that the Premier League is the best league in the whole wide world. Where we're not talking about Antarctica, we're not talking about Pluto or Mars, we're talking about the planet Earth. Yes, agreed?
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
Good. If you don't agree, I'll probably just send you out of the studio. Yeah, but moving on, guys, let's also confirm one thing, that one of the biggest fixtures of match day 13 now, happened this particular weekend. Manchester United taking on Chelsea, and Manchester United were the best team in that particular game. They came up, they did everything good, they got great goals, and Chelsea were a bit lucky, to have why is everybody smiling at me?
My days.
Okay, Bolu talk.
Chelsea clearly dominated the game. We just didn't take our chances, unfortunately, and it happens, but Chelsea dominated that game from start to finish. United, they scored from a Chelsea mistake, literally, and we fortunately got our equalizer, but we should have taken our chances. It was a very frustrating watch as a Chelsea fan, but I mean, it happens.
You're a Manchester United fan.
No. But Chelsea also got the goal from a mistake from Wan-Bissaka that led to the penalty.
But we clearly deserved.
You look at that game, you give it to Chelsea. Chelsea came prepared, full of confidence. They saw themselves picking their first 3 points. Because in the last 7 matches between them and Manchester United, they failed to pick first 3 points. And they saw themselves going into this match, getting a maximum point. But I think Carrick just saw that, this is my first and my last game of Premier League, because a new manager is coming to take place. And he got it tactically, benched Ronaldo, got in his midfielders to do the job, to protect the defenders, because he's not too sure of his defenders. Maguire, even if Maguire is not there, Eric Bailly is not someone you can trust to do everything. Lindelof is also not someone you can trust. So he made sure he played his best 3 defensive midfielders, McTominay, Fred, and they did a very good job. They protected Fred. They protected the defenders.
Fred could have won that game for United, but he gave Mendy a true pass.
Yeah, he could have won the game, but at the same time, he did his job defensively. Because that's his number one priority in that game. Yeah. So I think he got it tactically. They got the first goal, and they were supposed to defend till 90 minutes, but the penalty came in, and Chelsea did not take their chances.
Unfortunately for Chelsea, they were not able to take their chances, and that really was the problem why Thomas Tuchel was very, very angry. He was animated, at the touchline. But you really must, in a way, should I say, give it to Michael Carrick, because it's like a greenhorn playing against an expert. Thomas Tuchel has won things. Michael Carrick hasn't done anything. Man United in the past couple of God knows, maybe before the Civil War, has not won anything. They've been really that bad. But you're going to Stamford Bridge, it's a slaughter slab. Yeah. They've really taken teams to the cleaners.
They've beaten 2 top teams in the last 1 week too.
Absolutely. And right there, coming up with that feel, getting to the Stamford Bridge, the players did what they were asked to do. Now, going forward, do you think Manchester United can they pull through? I mean, Chelsea has no problem. This is just a blip on their radar. They may probably just win the league at the end of the season if they continue like this. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but you just cannot ignore the fact that they are playing some juicy football right now.
Of course.
Yeah, so it's, you will say of course.
Of course, it's true. I mean,
it's right there to see. But can the Man United, can they get going after this, especially with the new coach coming in?
Yeah, they've got their good feel good factor back, and it's perfect for the incoming manager now. He has got, Carrick did well to improve the mood of the squad, get a little confidence. Van de Beek started a game, he scored his final game. Sancho has scored consecutive games. So the new manager Ralph Rangnick is coming into a team that is in a good mood, and they're looking to improve from where they are right now, and good for them.
And speaking of improvement, guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it is the way it is. I'm not sure this team is improving. I'm not sure they've improved anytime soon. I think they've been really bad in the past 4 or 5 years, but because they've got Lionel Messi in them, it's been covering their blushes. Step forward, Barcelona. Against Benfica and the Champions League in a game they desperately needed to win, which they fell short. But you look at that Barcelona setup, the entire team. Now they are bringing back retirees, people that could just need a bit of clutches, to work. The likes of Dani Alves, I beg your pardon. But here there's a chance that some older players are going back there. Xavi is at the helm of affairs. Former player. We saw what happened with Manchester United at Ole. He's got a massive win against Villarreal. That's a top win right there, Uche.
You look at Xavi. Man, to me, I would say he has done wonderfully well for Barcelona in the first 3 games.
As a player?
No, as a coach. First 3 matches.
You never do anything now.
No, like when you look at the first 3 matches, you look at the team is coming to manage. A team that there's no money to spend. It needs to work with what he has at the moment and still try to integrate the academy boys into the team. His first game, he got a win 1-0. Second game, he played 0-0. You look at back-to-back clean sheets. I look at the same Barcelona team that played against Benfica in the first leg and they conceded 3 goals. So you look at he been able to manage that defense properly, and even against Villarreal got 3 goals. You look at the players he even set up. Look, I can barely say 2-3 players. There were no players that should be playing for Barcelona, but he was able to get that 3 points. And going forward, I feel it will take time. Definitely, and it would definitely need some players to be able to work with top players, not just this team, because you cannot keep grinding results with this quality of Barcelona. Barcelona, we used to know Barcelona as top team. This Barcelona should not be a team that should be struggling getting the big names, depending on 17, 18-year-old to do the job for them. So I feel it will take time for Xavi. It's not an instant something that we just do, but the management also needs to back him up.
Alright, so thank you so very much, Uche. Great lucid thoughts right there. But we'll come back from this break. We'll talk one more question about Xavi, club legend. Will he be a coaching legend at Barcelona? We'll be right back.
Looking for the best websites for your next game day stake? Topbets.com.ng has the juice on all of Nigeria's best gaming websites from Nigeria's biggest gaming companies. Compare the odds and markets and make the best choice for you before you make your next stake. Check out game day reviews, previews, top tips, and predictions to help you make the best choice.
All right, then we're back to Naija Football Talk, sponsored by Top Bet. We thank everyone for joining us. Still, your final thoughts about Xavi. Well, what would be Xavi's success? What would be success for Xavi this season with Barcelona? What would you term as success for him?
So far, the foundations he has laid look encouraging. He's created a structure, He's trying to bring back the mentality of the Barcelona side. Although on the pitch, the quality they have is not up to scratch. It's not world-class standard. But, the foundations he has laid, I don't know how to put it now. The structure, the template, exactly. The template is trying to create for the future.
It looks good.
It looks good, yeah. And I think a successful season will be the stability it can bring, and how far they can go in the table. And it is La Liga. I think they will still end up in the top 4, which is very sad. That's the reality, man. It's La Liga. They will end up in the top 4. But I think a successful outing will be back in the top 4. A consistent team that has an identity.
At least something to build on.
Something to build on ahead of next season.
Well, fair enough. The good thing for Xavi that he's got going is the fact that the hierarchy at the club absolutely loves him. The fans adore him. Everybody at Barcelona is in love with the Xavi project.
Yeah, so he has got the club rocking again.
Yeah, that totally works. So speaking of rocking, well, Superstars International Football Academy have rocked the boat of talent pool in football by time and time again churning out class talent here and there. Remember the man who plays for Villarreal, Samuel Chikwueze,
who scored their goal against Barca as well.
Yes, that one. Yes, the same person. Yes, it's the one that we're talking about. It was actually discovered by this particular football academy, and as we speak, they will be having a particular tourney that's going to be happening very, very soon, and that right there is another place to look out for. And remember that 6 players were snapped up by them in the last tourney to Rik Liev, a team right there in the Ukrainian division, and they're quite doing well. So yes, all the best to those players, and all the best to more players. And yes, we want to see academies like this who really know what it is to bring out some of the world's best scouts to come watch these particular players. Right there is where we'll leave our thoughts for that particular conversation, and it's been a fantastic time here with the boys in the studio. Uche, final thoughts from you as we go home, because I mean we need to go home. I'm hungry.
Yeah, definitely. I think the best thing Xavi can do for Barcelona this season is just to qualify them for the Champions League. It doesn't matter where they finish, either second, third, fourth, because it will be hard for you to say they'll be ahead of Real Madrid, the like of Atletico Madrid. The best thing is finish in the top 4. That would be like the best thing they can do for Barcelona this season.
Alrighty, Bolu. Final thoughts
well,
on anything?
yeah, Premier League.
Of course.
I think despite Man U frustrating us again as usual, we're still right at the top and we're still going to win the league. I still strongly believe that yes, we are where we want to be, and 1 point ahead of City, 2 ahead of Liverpool. I'll take that.
Oh, well, some people will tell you that all City needs to do is now to just get at the top. You have a feel that once City gets on top of that league, it will be difficult, to put them back. But give it to Chelsea this season. They've been absolutely phenomenal. Almost unplayable sometimes. And again, almost unplayable is that feel that you guys, yes, you looking at me, give to us here at Naija Football Talk. We thank you. We absolutely love the fact that the comments and the thoughts keep pouring in. Sometimes we get absolutely inundated, but hey, we just need to look at it and read your comments. So maybe by next week, our next edition, we'll probably do well to maybe read some comments off our YouTube page, which is really quite doing well at this time. So yes, by all means, do well to tell people about this podcast, this group of 3 that comes and change here and there, like the front 3 of Chelsea or front 3 of Liverpool that switch places, but hey, it's still the same quality that you get whoever is seated on these chairs right there in the studio. So please, by all means, join us on social media platforms, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and especially subscribe to our YouTube channel for the very best of football conversations. For me, Babajide Guerrero, Uche, and Bolu, we say, please take care of yourself and let football always win. Bye for now.